The following is a presentation of the Flex Radio.
It's the interview sessions.
The interview sessions. In conjunction with the Flex Radio.
The team of Giovanni Jackson and David L. David
bring you the latest in entertainment news.
Featuring exclusive interviews with some of your favorite TV, movie, and sports world figures.
Giovanni and David are what's in.
Keeping you entertained with their chemistry and comical personalities.
The interview sessions.
Tune in weekly as they bring you new episodes you don't want to miss.
Please like, subscribe, and download.
It's the interview sessions. The interview sessions with Giovanni Jackson and David L. David.
Yes, sir. Yo, this is your man, David L. David. And yes, this is the Flex Radio. Yo, Giovanni.
What's up?
So you already know where I'm from, right? You already know, from New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From a town called from Queens, right? So I'm from a town called Corona, Queens. Corona, Queens, right? So Corona, Queens, you know, I got to explain to everybody because, you know, Queens is broken up into a whole lot of towns, right? So I'm closest to LaGuardia Airport. That's the best way for me to explain it to people, you know. So right down the road, man, I don't know, about maybe let's call it 2, 3, 4 miles, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You got Queensbridge. And Queensbridge is the biggest projects in New York City, right? So you got about, I think, 6 blocks of, I might be wrong, but you got about 6 blocks of buildings. You know what I'm saying? It's huge. You know, so I know we spoke to MC Shon the other day. You know, we spoke to Shantae, you know, and they're from Queensbridge. Nas is from Queensbridge. But my homie that we got on with us today, he goes by the name of Shon. And he's from Queensbridge. So I'm going to bring Shon in so he could tell you his story. Yo, B.
Yo, what up? What's good? What's
B?
good? How y'all feeling?
Good, man.
I'm good.
Good.
We are
It's a
good.
blessing to be here. I thank y'all for having me.
So
my goodness. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, so let me tell you this, though, right? Shon must be one of the most busiest dudes I know. I swear to you. Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Good. Like, you see, you just see the movement, you know, all on, you know, social media, because, you know, thank God we got these, you know, you can use your phone now and just post things. So you'll see Shon on stage with this person and that person, shaking hands with Jay-Z, doing this on the Grammys. Whatever it is, B is always out doing something. You know what I'm saying? So much respect, man. Right. So I know Giovanni had asked me a question earlier about, you know, your name, what you go by, the Ethiopian King. So she wanted you to explain how did you get that title?
Because I think it's dope.
Well, what happened is my family is Indian and Irish, and my hair structure, you know, the texture of my hair is like Ethiopian, Indian. Like, you know, some they say, oh, you got pretty hair, but everybody that got hair got pretty hair.
Right.
But yeah, for my hair. So what happened was, me and Scorp, when we was in Europe a lot, and we stayed in Europe and for a while, and all the Ethiopians, I used to be around a bunch of Ethiopians, Eritreans, and the Ethiopians used to always think I was one of them.
Right.
Like a short story, real quick. Yeah, real quick. We was a dear friend of ours. He's actually the richest African American in the United States. His name is Robert F. Smith from Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
And he used to give parties. He'd bring us down, Morris Day and Time, Salt and Pepper. And he had a show there one time, and it was a bunch of females that was models, top line models, but they was Ethiopian. Mm-hmm. So as me, Scorp, and Mele Mel was performing, they was screaming crazy. They screamed on stage. So then you could hear them yelling, "Oh, they got one of us! They got one of us on stage!" And we all looking at each other like, who they talking about? You know, everybody looking at each other. I'm looking at Scorp looking at me, Mel's looking. And so when I got off the stage, it was like, you know, say, "Yo, you from Ethiopia? And you look like my brother." And Scorp, every time we go anywhere, they always think that they never put me as an American. They know you from Ethiopia. And so Scorp made the name of the Ethiopian King, because that's every time they see me, they would think that I'm one of them. That's where the name comes from, though.
That's what's up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, maybe he's, like Rastafarian and the whole Ethiopian thing. But you know what? You know what I wanted to ask you? Um, Ethiopian King. I just like saying it. It's so dope. What was it like growing up in Queensbridge?
In
What was that like
Queensbridge,
for you? Yeah.
when I grew up in Queensbridge, because originally me and the original TJ Swan are the first two MCs ever out of Queensbridge. Ever out of Queensbridge. I
Okay.
mean, there's guys that did it in their house, but the first two, in fact, Marley Marl, I made that name up. That was my DJ. Marlon was a disco DJ
Wow.
until me and TJ Swan. Yeah. For the
Yeah,
first
rest
two
in peace to
MCs.
TJ Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
In Queensbridge, growing up, it was for me. It was great until like '77 when my biological mother passed away in a car accident.
Oh,
Then I had to, then it became a different situation. But Queensbridge back then was beautiful. You could sleep outside in the park if you wanted. Nobody would touch you. Nobody would bother you. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
oh wow. That's nice.
yeah,
I love that.
way different than it is now.
Yeah. Yo, B, one of my
Yeah.
first jobs, man, I used to drive ambulette, right? Back in the day,
Uh
and
huh.
that it was called Handy Ambulette, right? We used to pick up a lot of people uptown and take them over to Presbyterian Hospital and all that. But it was like right down like a few blocks away from Queensbridge, from the projects, man. And I can't
Oh,
remember what
okay.
street it was on, man. But yeah, I used to go over there every single day, man. Yep. But
Wow,
Queens is Queen.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, man. Queens is Queen. Like, yo, B, when's the last time you've been around there, man? Because you see what they did
I
now on the other
always
side now.
between me and you.
Hmm.
Let me say this. I was born in Elmhurst Hospital.
Okay. Yeah, my kids were born there. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. But I every now and then, like a lot of times, because I'm always going. I mean, I'll hit 4 cities in 5 days, and
Hmm.
so I always, me personally, and I like to talk about like people who was in my childhood life because those are the people that knew my mother personally. So I take them personally. And
Hmm.
I always, every time I come back from a show and I got enough time, we ain't got to fly right back out.
Hmm.
I get in my car, I'll go over the 59th Street Bridge, come down the back road, and I'll go through the project, like following the steps that I took when I was young.
Yeah.
Go
Wow.
through I'll come down 21st Street, bus up into 40th Avenue, come through 10th Street,
Hmm.
and then I'll go back down and go like up towards the school I used to go to, PS 76. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Just following the streets that I used to walk up to, then
Yeah.
go to my junior high school, 204. I get
Okay.
going. I don't go to Bryan High School because I went to Bryan
Yo,
High School, but that's like Woodside,
I had to go to summer school
you
at
know.
Bryant one year because I went to Newtown. So I had to go to summer school at
Wow,
Bryant,
wow,
man.
super, super
Wow.
Newtown. I remember, right. That's cool. That's good. But Queensbridge was definitely. We have actually you had it pretty much right. It's 6 blocks and 96 buildings.
It's crazy, man.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
It's considered the biggest project in the world, not just New York, but the
Yeah.
world.
The word.
And
Yep.
Wow.
a lot of talent came out of Queensbridge. I mean, you wouldn't really know. I mean, we start from me, Marley Marl, Dr. Bob Lee,
Hmm.
Shantae, Nas, Mob Deep. It goes on. It's
Yeah.
just even like from the basketball to I was told, I never met him personally that I know of, but the person that wrote the Wiz, the play The Wiz,
Hmm.
Hmm.
he's from Queensbridge. I was
Okay.
just
Oh
told.
wow.
Yeah.
All that
Yeah.
creativity and all that talent coming out of there. That's just
Wow.
amazing.
So,
Yeah, it
AB,
is.
you
It
talking about
is.
the new one, right? The new play or
The
the old
play,
one?
no, the original play from the
The
Okay,
Wiz.
so
original.
because
Yeah, the
they came
original
back out
play.
with
Yeah.
another one though. Another one is out right
The
now.
Wiz.
Yeah.
Okay, but the
Yep.
Wiz, when I think Stephanie Mills played in
Yeah,
it
yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah.
of them.
So that's the original.
Yeah,
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 Hmm.
yeah.
because the one that just came out, my homegirl, Shon, she's from Queens too. She's a producer on it, so she just
Okay,
went to go see it
okay.
about a week or so ago. She invited me out, so I was like, "Yeah, man, y'all doing the Wiz again?" Yep,
Wow, that's cool.
yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
that's pretty dope. Because the movie The Wiz, Giovanni, that your brother was in, they filmed that at Flushing Meadow
Yeah.
Park. Part of that was filmed in the neighborhood too, in Flushing Meadow Park. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Oh,
the
wow.
ease
Oh,
on
I
down
want
the
to go
road
there
thing.
and see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was right.
Oh
Queens,
Yeah,
my gosh.
yep.
Queens just got so much talent,
Yeah.
Queens
Yeah.
itself. It ain't just Queensbridge. If you stop to think, Queens is a dominating. They, Biggie, they speak about Brooklyn, they got talent, but Queens got a gang of talent,
Queens got
a lot
listen,
of
and
talent,
plus, see, people don't know because Brooklyn has the most people, but Queens is the largest borough. We are the largest borough.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. It's a fact.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. But,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Queensbridge, growing up in Queensbridge, me personally, and when it comes to like I was with music for a long time. I was with music for a long time. And there was a time I started playing the bass guitar at the age of 6. And I
Wow.
became the youngest bass guitar player in Queens. And I remember I used to, all the different bands. I had my own band, but all the different bands, their biggest thing was, just like the Jackson 5, you got the youngest person. That's what make it so different. You got a young person doing something that normally an older person would do. Like the Jacksons, like your brother Michael is young. So a lot of groups want, that they got the over the top on other groups. Other groups are grown people. So when you got a
wow.
kid playing in a group,
Mhm.
it means it looks different. I was the
Yes.
youngest bass player in that, and then when hip hop came about, and I used to always like I had family in the Bronx, and I lived in Queensbridge, so I was back and forth. My father's house was on 213th in Olinville, a couple of blocks from T Connection,
Okay.
where all the Scorp and all of them used to play. So I was back and forth.
Yeah.
I would listen to the Disco Twins play, Jap and all of them. All of them high
Mhm.
fidelity DJs play. When I was done with the band, that's when the hip hop thing came in. Then me and TJ Swan, we just started rhyming. We was rhyming, and nobody else was. There was people I can't say that was in the house
Mhm.
doing their little, whatever it was. But far as for like in a river park, me and TJ Swan came and did that, and we all got a crew together, 1978, something like that.
Mhm.
We all used to go up Marlon house. His name was Marlon Williams. He lived on Vernon. We would go up his house and make tapes and stuff like that. And me and TJ Swan was the most consistent. Everybody else would come behind us. But we had that. I don't know if it was a Memorial Day or Labor Day. It was one of those days. And it was supposed all the DJs would come to the river park. You know about the river park, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, would come
I
to the
don't.
river park.
I don't know about the river park.
Yeah, the river park is where everybody DJ'd at. That's where everybody
Okay. Okay.
That's because you
the
from
river
Cali, so
park.
we
And like, yeah, like, and when you hear Shan be like saying like they used to do it out, and he's talking about us.
Mhm.
He said they used to do it out in the park. That was us. It was Jap and them, the DJs, and then but Marlon, name was DJ Marlon.
Mhm.
So me and TJ Swan, Marlon, we all got together and decided we was gonna put a crew together of 7 MCs.
Mhm.
So we went around looking for who could rhyme, and we put it. So the day of the show, it was originally called the Short Shot Crew.
Mhm.
So the day of the show, everybody was buying these shirts. We had red T-shirts that said Short Shot Crew. Some people, Marley Marl cousin named DJ Brain had a shirt that said Short Shot Chew. He wrote it wrong. Yeah,
Wow.
he wrote it wrong. He had it written wrong. It was supposed to be Crew, but it said Chew. So everybody decided to have red shirts with black writing.
Mhm.
So when we come out to the park, like we've got our shirts on because it's a crew. It's a
Mhm.
big day
Yeah.
for us, Marlon come walking out. He got a blue shirt. yo, he got a blue shirt that says DJ Marley Marl and the Short Shot Crew. He's like, oh wait a minute, what's this? Hal Melvin in the blue note?
Right.
So it was like, okay, Marlon, And what was funny is before that day, when we used to play in the river park, I would always say Marley Marl, Marley Marl, Marley. And Marley came up to me one day. He was like, yo, Stone. Yo. Because my name was Rapper G, Stony G, and then it went to Bar Shon. He was like, yo, who's Marley Marl? I said, you, nigga, you Marley Marl. Because I was calling him Marl because his name was DJ Marlin.
Yeah.
So I was calling, so I changed it to Marley Marl because like uptown in like New York, if you ever heard people say New York,
Mhm.
place is so nice. That's why we named it twice.
Yep.
So as I was going uptown back and forth, everybody had double names: Mele Mel, Kevy Kev, Keith Keith. You know what I mean? Shon,
Yeah.
different. So I was like, wow, Maul was the best. I mean, Molly Maul. You know, and that's where the name came about. What a lot of people really don't know either. This is I never said this on an interview. I said it on my documentary, The Lost Tribe of QB. The original WBLS Juice Crew. Before Marlon went to Magic, it was Marley Marl, Dr. Bob Lee, me, and this guy named Marcus MD. And Bob Lee used to go up to schools, and WBLS used to go up to schools every morning and broadcast live and have a WBLS band.
Oh, okay.
And we are the original Juice, the WBLS Juice Crew All-Stars. We actually, the reason why BLS was #1 at that time, Frankie Crocker was on the station.
Oh, yeah.
And then when Marlon started going, when Bob introduced Marlon to Magic, and they formed the Juice Crew All-Stars. But they just take the All-Stars off and use the Juice Crew, but they call it Juice Crew All-Stars. They're the Juice Crew All-Stars. And a lot of people don't know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Yep.
Telling us that. And I'm seeing you've done so much, like the Jazzy 4, then you brought out your Dimples D.
Yeah, Crystal. She's the MC. Yeah. When we stopped with, because the Short Shot crew was just a crew. You know, everybody that rhymed, throw the shirt on, get up there. If you could rhyme, everybody might have had a rhyme and a half. The main two was me and TJ Swan. You know, and anybody else had passed the mic just to keep making 7 MCs, whether they rhymed or really they didn't. But then I wanted to, the Funky Four. I enjoyed their sound. I was like, we need a female. And me and Dimples D, Crystal, we used to be dancing partners, like for talent shows way back in the days when I was playing bass guitar. Dimples D was my dance partner. Did I know how to dance? Absolutely not, but I did what I did. You know, so going down the Soul Train line from the lady that gave it name was Pat Cousins from Crystal Block, Dimples D Block. So we had a person that played with us, me and TJ Swan. We always kept him with us. But he was, at the time, he was the ladies' man. His name is Freedom. His name, we call him Freedom Garb. So when we was in the Short Shot crew, we had Freedom with us. And when we formed the Jazzy 4, we needed that female sound to change it up. So we got Crystal to play with us. The Jazzy 4 was TJ Swan, Freedom, Dimples D, and me, myself. I don't know if I could have been Rapper G at the time. I think I was Rapper G. Yeah, I was Rapper G. And that was, we did that for a little. In fact, when we did that, we was the first rap group in Queensbridge, and the first rap group out of Queensbridge to ever have a manager was my school teacher named Miss Edelstein.
Wow.
She was my school teacher in Bryan High School. Yeah, she used to promote parties. Her and Grandmaster Flash Furious 5, their manager named Ray Chandler. They became partners. And they used to bring all the uptown people like Flash and them to the Reed Center and stuff like that. And I used to always say to my school teacher, like, we rhyme. I rhyme too, put me on it. But she wanted to just put me on the flyer. Because that's my school teacher. I was like, no. Then I kept I was putting TJ Swan, and then we got the Jazzy 4. And after the Jazzy 4, it kind of, now everybody's battling. So it's like, we can't go on no battle. This is the way we rhyme. And now it's cute and pretty, but it's too soft.
Yeah.
So again, that was too soft. It was pretty. It was pretty and it was nice, and it had that sound. But then we went into we wanted to be part of that battling thing. I rhymed, TJ Swan rhymed. I was actually out there. I was the first person. I'm gonna say something else to you that y'all probably didn't. I was the first person that would rhyme, and I would give the mic to TJ Swan, and I'd go get onto the turntables while he rhymed.
Wow.
And I did that first. Before I go any further, before I go to the battling thing, I'm the person that brought Grandmaster D out.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
From Houdini. That was my childhood best friend. Yeah. I actually brought him from basketball.
Okay.
People used to, because I used to play basketball on United Queens and stuff. And I came to 127 Park in Corona. We played there.
Okay.
United Queens, Andy Walker All-Stars. And I used to go on Roosevelt Island. Drew was on Roosevelt Island at the time. He just moved there from Brooklyn.
Okay.
People used to say, there's somebody over there that played basketball fancy like you. And I went over there 3 times. I didn't see him. I didn't see him. I didn't see him. Then the 4th time I went over there and I saw a light-skinned guy with afro and light eyes playing basketball. I'm like, wow, man, he's playing good. You know, he's fancy too. Introduced myself to him and we became great friends. From there, then I used to come over. You know, I put him on teams in Queensbridge because in Queensbridge, you got to know somebody to come out there and hang out.
Yep.
You know how that goes. You know, if you didn't, and you just didn't know somebody, you got to know the right person.
Right.
Unless you wasn't allowed to come to Queensbridge like that.
Yep.
I used to bring Drew out there and put him on basketball teams because he was real good. And then I used to go to his house, and him and his brother would DJ. And now I don't know if you know this with the hip hop situation in Queens and Brooklyn, we all had a style of rhyming like DJ Hollywood. We had his style of rhyming. You know who DJ Hollywood is?
Yep.
Everybody sounded like Hollywood. And the rhyme was like, just dip, dive, socialize, clean out your ears, open your eyes. Remember that? Everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just do it. Like,
Yep.
you know, like that. Everybody. Brooklyn, Queens, everybody rhymed like that. We had a Hollywood, Robin Hood, Woody Wood, but it was Hollywood rhymes. But me personally, being that my family was uptown, I kept going uptown to Queens back, and I kept hearing the uptown style of rhyming in the Echo Box when the Flash had only 3 MCs, and then Mr. Ness came to join the group, and the L Brothers and Theodore and all of them, and they used to rhyme with the yes, y'all, you don't stop, come on, and let me see you. And I was like, wow, that song. And I kept practicing it, saying they rhymes with it, practicing it. And after a while, it started coming so natural. I couldn't rhyme off of, because again, the songs for Brooklyn and Queens was Love is the Message, MFSB. Remember that?
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And that's where you used to do that. Just dip, dive, socialize, and then Cheryl Lynn. Those 2 songs was for Brooklyn and Queens. I couldn't rhyme off of those no more because I was rhyming like the uptown style.
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
but Drew went to Julia Richmond, where all the people from uptown went, you know, like Julia Richmond, Norman Thomas, and stuff like that. And when I used to hear the tapes, they had the Echo Box and all of them uptown beats. Remember, the bells, Mardi Gras, remember all of those different beats. Drew had them beats.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, this is perfect for me. I could bring this to Queens because nobody in Queens had it. Nobody in Queens had it. In fact, there was a person, now I'm so deep with hip hop, there was a set of people that had some records, but they stayed in the house. And they came from your thing, Corona. The Turnout Brothers. That's where Kid and Play. Kid used to be in the Turnout Brothers, and Rock and B was the one that taught this guy named Jeffro D that lived on Nas block. And Jeffro D, but he stayed in the house DJing. But he had all the songs too. But they stayed in the house. So they wasn't considered out and about till later on. You know what I'm saying? But Drew had all of that stuff.
Wow.
So I would bring Drew to play. Equipment, a lot of people times Marlon and them, different people didn't want him to play because they know that Drew was spinning back and had all of them uptown breaks. And I can rhyme off of them. So it set me off. And then, you know, Drew was the DJ for the Jazzy Four for a little bit, but then we dismantled that. And we put the Sunshine Boys together, the battling group.
Yeah.
This is when the Sunshine Boys came out.
Wow.
Yeah, we did the battling. You know, it was similar to the Cold Crush a lot. You know, it was similar to that, but we was in battling. But there's a time that there was a contest in Queensbridge, and the Cold Crush was in it.
Wow.
The Cold Crush was in it. JDL, he remember it too. Kaz, say you don't remember it, so I don't bother. But we won.
Oh, okay.
You know, so, we won.
Oh, okay.
We won.
That's what's up.
Wow.
And you know, they gave the Cold Crush money because they thought that, you know, they told the Cold Crush they was gonna win it because they was beating everybody in battles. You know, some people say, oh, y'all won because y'all was in Queensbridge. That wasn't what it was. What it was that the Cold Crush tapes was all over, and everybody loved the Cold Crush. So we had to use the same records, but we had different routines. So it was never heard of. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it was different, and that's what happened. It was
Okay.
different, and nobody even believed in us that was from Queensbridge like that until they seen us. And that
Wow.
group consists of
So B, man, you got the
we
history,
had
bro. You know all the history, bro. It's like
oh
things I
yeah
didn't, things I didn't know, and man, that's what's
yeah
up, man. Because matter of fact, you know, because you brought up Dr. Bob Lee and Drew. Matter of fact, I called Bob Lee yesterday, right? Because I seen a picture of him and Drew at some restaurant out
out in
here in
Atlanta.
Georgia. Yeah, man.
In Atlanta. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they stood, and in the background, the little mural thing in the background at a restaurant. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, they had they had the bridge, 59th Street Bridge, and then they had the Globe. So I called Bob. I was like, yo, Bob, what spot is that, man? Because, you know, since I've been here in Georgia, I ain't ate no good food. So I was like, what spot is that? So he sent me the info.
Did he
So
tell
I'm
you?
gonna go check. Yeah, I'm gonna go check.
Cool.
And then when I spoke to Shon yesterday, Shon said, he said, my man owns that. You know, so I guess apparently the dude's from Queens.
Cool.
So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's real cool.
Yeah.
Shannon's good people.
So so B, man. So what real quick, what you got? Because I know you out with the Furious 5 and Sugarhill Gang doing your thing as always, man. So what you guys where you guys at next? What you guys got going on?
We got a crazy tour going on. Our tour. I'll send you the schedule. Unless I don't know if you saw it, but I'll send you the schedule. We got a great big tour. We going in fact just January 14th. We played as the Furious 5, Scorpio, Mele Mel, Raheem, and myself in Atlantic City. You know, so we go up, we book shows for that, the Furious 5, the Scorpio Mel, and the Sugarhill Gang. I play with both. You know, I actually play with 3 groups together now. I play with the Sugarhill Gang, I play with the Furious 5, and I also play with Scorpio, Mele Mel and Scorpio.
Dope.
You know,
Okay.
so we tour. We all over on the 31st. I'm not doing on 31st. We are over there by LaGuardia.
Okay.
The Disco Twins got us a show. Yeah, we there. But anytime you see us playing, just hit me up. And you know, y'all coming out, come on out.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Right?
I might definitely hit that spot, man, because that's over there in the hood.
Yeah.
You know, by LaGuardia. So that's
we
what's
all
up.
over.
Yo, but you know, that
we
hood,
all
I ain't gonna lie, B. It changed so much around there, man. Corona, East Elmhurst, man, changed so much, bro. I don't recognize nobody no more. Like I go, walk by 127 and all that, and I'm like, man, I don't recognize nobody. Everybody's gone. Like before, the Spanish people used to be like 37th Avenue side, like 37th Ave, on that side, Roosevelt Ave. Now they all the way up to Ditmars Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. So so things change, man.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. Even in Queensbridge, what they did to the River Park and all of that, like you said, things definitely changed and stuff like that.
Yeah. So B, let me ask you this, bro. Yeah. So back in the day, Astoria Pool used to be the spot. Did you used to go there a lot?
Astoria, I always. Hold on.
Yeah, that was.
But now I'm doing the interview. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to say something too, Mel. I'm sorry.
Hey, so B, so we gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man, because we got to get to Kaz, but yeah, man. So if we can get that,
Super cool.
Hold on one sec. Matter of fact, let me just let's do this. Let me just go ahead and end this interview. So this is your man David L. David, and we were joined together with my co-host Giovanni Jackson, and we had my man Boss Shon, the Ethiopian King, on the line with us today. Talking about his career, man, and how he started, back in Queensbridge, back in the day. He gave us a history lesson, things I did not know, and especially coming from Queens, I should be ashamed of myself. You know what I mean? But I got a chance to learn a lot, man. So B, we appreciate you, bro. And we gotta have you back on the show very soon, bro.
Super cool. I love it. Thank you so much.
All right, bro.
You are very welcome.
So once again, this was David L. David and Giovanni Jackson for the Flex Radio. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't
forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Hit that follow button to be notified when new episodes are released.
Choose your platform.
Listen to us on Amazon Music,
YouTube Podcast,
Apple Podcasts,
iHeartRadio,
and Spotify.
The interview sessions
on the Flex Radio.
Ranked 66 out of more than 2.5 million other podcasts.
Tune in directly.
Download the Flex Radio app today.